Now, in the movie The Teacher's Diary, the community plays an important role in shaping the child's outlook on education and helping him achieve his dreams. The main character in the movie is a young teacher named Anne who is assigned to teach in rural school in Thailand. The school is located in a small village and the students come from impoverished backgrounds. One of the students in Anne's class is a young boy named Nong, who is a quiet and withdrawn. Nong is an orphan who lives with his grandmother and he is struggling academically. Despite his difficulties, Anne sees potential in Nong and encourages him to participate in class activities. She also takes the time to get to know him outside of the classroom, visiting his home and learning about his interests and talents. Through her efforts, Nong begins to develop a love for learning and gains confidence in his abilities. However, it is not just Anne's effort that helped Nong succeed. The community also plays a crucial role in supporting Nong's education. Nong's grandmother is initially skeptical of Anne and her methods, but she gradually comes to trust her and support her efforts to help Nong. The other villagers also offer their support, providing resources and encouragement to both Anne and Nong. Through the community support and Anne's dedication, Nong is able to improve his grades and gain admission to a prestigious high school. The film highlights the importance of community involvement in education and the transformative power of dedicated teachers. In conclusion, the movie The Teacher's Diary shows how community involvement can play a critical role in shaping a child's outlook on education and helping them reach their goals. By working together, teachers, parents, and community members can create an environment that fosters learning and encourages students to strive for success. In the movie The Teacher's Diary, Mr. Song and Miss Anne are two teachers who use different strategies in their teaching. Here are the difference between their approaches. So first things first, the teaching style. Mr. Song uses a traditional teaching style where he focuses on memorization and following the curriculum strictly. On the other hand, Miss Anne uses a more experiential and interactive teaching style where she tries to encourage or engage her students by making learning more fun and relatable. Next aspect, relationship with students. Mr. Song keeps a strict distance from his students and maintains a professional demeanor. In contrast, Miss Anne tries to build a personal rapport with her students and treats them as individuals with unique needs and interests. Next factor, discipline. Mr. Song uses strict disciplinary measures such as detention and suspension to maintain order in the classroom. In contrast, Miss Anne tries to use positive reinforcement and encouragement to keep her students motivated and focused. Next factor, the curriculum. Mr. Song follows the curriculum strictly and doesn't deviate from it. In contrast, Miss Anne tries to find ways to incorporate her students' interests and passions into the curriculum to make it more engaging and relevant. Next factor, teaching goals. Mr. Song focuses on academic achievement and getting his students excel in standardized tests. In contrast, Miss Anne focuses on creating a learning environment that fosters personal growth and development for her students beyond just academic success. Overall, Mr. Song's approach is more traditional and rule-based, while Miss Anne's approach is more creative and individualized. Both approaches have their strengths and weaknesses, and the movie explores how these teachers learn from each other and adapt their approaches to meet the needs of their students. As a student in teacher education, I believe that the phrase "many were called but few were chosen" in the teaching field highlights the rigorous demands and challenges that come with being a teacher. To begin with, teaching is not just a profession but a calling. It requires a deep passion and commitment to making a positive impact on the lives of the students. Therefore, not everyone who is interested in becoming a teacher may possess the necessary qualities and attributes that make a great teacher. Additionally, the teaching profession demands a high level of expertise, knowledge, and skill. It requires constant learning, adaptability, and the ability to create meaningful and engaging lessons that cater to the diverse learning needs of the students. This means that teachers must continually upgrade their teaching methods and strategies to keep up with the ever-evolving nature of education. Moreover, teachers must possess excellent communication and interpersonal skills to build meaningful relationships with their students, colleagues, and parents. They must be patient, empathetic, and compassionate, particularly in dealing with challenging students with diverse culture and special needs. Lastly, being a teacher requires a high level of self-sacrifice and dedication. Teachers often work long hours, including evenings and weekends, grading papers, planning lessons, attending meetings. They must also be willing to go to extra mile to ensure that students learn at its best. In conclusion, becoming a teacher is a noble profession that requires passion, dedication, expertise, and sacrifice. While many may be called to become a teacher, but only those who are possessed with great qualities can become a true, pledged, and successful teachers. First things first, inadequate funding. Both countries allocate a low percentage of their GDP to education, leading to insufficient resources for schools, teachers, and students. How to solve that? So we have to increase the funding for education. The government should allocate a higher percentage of their GDP to education to ensure that schools have the necessary resources to provide quality education. Next is insufficient access to education. Students in remote areas and those from low-income families have limited access to quality education, which perpetuates socio-economic inequality. How to solve that? Expand access to education. The government should invest in infrastructures to provide access to quality education in remote areas and increase support for low-income families to ensure that all students have quality education. Next, overcrowded classrooms. Large class sizes make it difficult for teachers to provide individualized attention to students, resulting in poor academic performance and low student engagement. Now, to solve that, reduce class size. The government should invest in building more schools and hiring more teachers to reduce class sizes, allowing for better individualized attention for students. Next, outdated curriculum. The curriculum in both countries is often outdated and fails to prepare students for the demands of the modern workforce. Some possible solutions of these problems are: first, provide the curriculum, updated curriculum. The curriculum should be updated regularly to reflect the current practices of the students in the modern force. Additionally, the government should invest in vocational education to provide students with practical skills that can lead to employment. The Teacher's Diary and Mga Munting Tinig have similarities in terms of teaching learning, as they both explore the challenges and rewards of being a teacher and the impact that educators have on their students. They both have inspiring teachers. Both films showcase teachers who go above and beyond in their role, inspiring their students to learn and achieve their goals. The teachers in both films are portrayed as dedicated, compassionate, and passionate about their work. Next is importance of student-teacher relationships. Both films highlight the importance of building strong relationship between teachers and their students. Through the relationships, teachers are able to better understand their students' needs and tailor their teaching to suit their individual learning styles. Next is both films shows the education as a means of empowerment. In both films, education is shown as a means of empowerment, providing students with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in life. The teachers in both films are portrayed as advocates for their students, working to ensure that they have access to quality education and opportunities for growth. Next is challenging educational environments. Both films takes place in challenging educational environments with students facing a variety of obstacles to their learning, such as poverty, discrimination, and social inequality. The teachers in both films are shown as working to overcome these obstacles, often with limited resources and support. Overall, both The Teacher's Diary and The Munting Tinig highlight the importance of teachers as role models and advocates for their students, and the impact that education can have on individual lives and the community as well.